This video explains how our physical science class is going to work this year. We're using a system called Modern Classroom, and so this video will go into those details. So maybe remember from your childhood the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I'm not going to read the whole story to you, but just in case you forget or have never heard of it before, basically this girl breaks into these bears' house and she goes around trying out all their stuff, and over again, like, something's too hot, too cold, and then it's just right. Or in this case of this version, too salty, too sweet, just right. And so there's actually, because of this story, there's something called the Goldilocks principle. And the main idea is just that, for each person, there's a Goldilocks zone. So like some amount of work, for example, is going to be too much. Some amount is going to be too little. And then some amount is going to be just right. And that varies for each person. So when I teach to the whole class at once, which to be honest is what I've done up until this year, some learners, they already understand it. So they're like, this is too easy. It's not the majority of the class by any means, but some people feel that way. Others are behind and they didn't know that, like, they didn't have much background knowledge coming in. They're like, lost, I moved too fast. And then sometimes people are absent, and so when they get back, they're like, what did I miss? I don't know what to do. So one-size-fits-all teaching really doesn't work all that well, and I know that. So the goal of the way that we're going to learn this year is that we're going to find the just right level of tasks and information for each of you, for flow and for mastery, and so your mind is just able to, like, breeze through the class without a lot of stress. So to meet everybody's needs, the way I'm going to do that is anything that I would have done as a lecture is now going to be in video, just like what you're watching right now. This allows you to learn anytime, anywhere. You can speed up the talking if I'm talking too fast. You can slow it down if I'm talking. Oh wait. You can speed it up if I'm too slow. You can slow it down if I'm too fast. And you can rewatch. So if you didn't really catch something the first time, you can go back and watch the video again. You are setting the pace. So there will be some hard deadlines at the end of each essential question or each unit. But in general, you're going to have the time that you need. And then we'll be focusing on mastery. So there are going to be mastery checks associated with each lesson, and you have to pass that mastery check to move on. And so this way you're not just going to feel like you're just moving through science, no clue what's going on. Like, you're really going to have to learn the material to prevent gaps. It's probably going to feel different, but this method is going to work. So in every unit, you're going to see 3 different types of assignments. The must-do assignments will always be coded like a red color. They're required. Everyone has to do them, absent or not, whatever. Like, if you're behind pace, those will become homework if you don't finish them. Should-do assignments are highly recommended for everybody. It's like standard practice that I would always have students do so that they can master the concepts. And then aspire to do assignments, those are assignments for when you're done early. So let's say you've passed a mastery check or all the mastery checks for a given essential question, and you're ready for the next thing. So you can earn bonus points by doing these. You're going deeper in science by doing these. You're preparing yourself more for high school for doing these. You do not have to do aspire to do's. There are a few other choices if you're done early. But aspire to do's are great, and a lot of students usually find those to be enjoyable too. Like, they enjoy those deeper concepts. So everything that you're going to need is going to be found in Canvas. So that way you can follow the progression in Canvas as you work through a unit. You're assessed for mastery using mastery checks, and I use that little bullseye symbol to signify mastery check. And then there are unit tests at the end of each unit. In this class, you will be able to work closely with me. I won't be lecturing, so I'll be able to talk one-on-one or in very small groups to help people out. You'll be able to learn anytime and anywhere, as I mentioned before. You can collaborate with your classmates, so there will be certain lessons that you have to collaborate, like labs, that we'll still do together. But also, if you're on a given lesson, so is someone else, you'll be able to collaborate with those people who are working at the same speed as you. And lastly, this should be building your confidence and knowledge, not just in science, but really in your ability to pace yourself and to be responsible and to be a self-starter. Okay? So let's make this a fabulous year. Let's go.